They beat me in the desert for feeding starving Islamic children.
This dude is a nutcase. Nutcase. The only people starving civilians in Gaza is Hamas. The only people charging ridiculous prices for things in Gaza are Hamas, not Israel. If you truly care about your Islamic brothers and sisters, why don't you go to their Islamic leaders, Hamas, and talk to them? How you guys doing? This is official Sahar TV, and here's something you don't see every day. These are pro-Palestinian activists trying to go to Palestine, to Gaza, through Egypt. But guess what happens when Western values meet Islamic values? Let's take a look. These Egyptians are not messing around. They're not down with this liberal movement. They're not down with the LGBTQ plus community. They're not. Why would they be? But that's what the West doesn't get. You protest for the same people that oppose you. Why?
Pass på dem då. Pass på dem kommer in. Ja. Jag sitter här i bussar och håller på att bli vägbussade från en checkpoint tillbaks till Kairo. Och det är full action här. Det ser ganska illa ut det där faktiskt. Det ser inte så bra ut det där.
This is an emergency. We have just been violently dragged into the buses here at the first checkpoint on the way to Ismailia. We were sitting quietly and not doing anything. We were debating that we would leave soon in taxis back to Cairo because we did not break any law. And all of a sudden, several people stormed in and they started to push people and drag them violently outside. They have beaten people. I have seen one woman that was beaten in her face in front of me. They didn't leave time to grab the luggage or anything.
When will you guys understand that these people don't like you? They don't approve of you. And if you ask any Muslim who is a pro-Palestinian, if he supports the LGBTQ plus movement or the Western values, they'll probably say no. Any Muslim that practices Islam. This is a wake-up call for you. You need to wake up, and I'm glad this thing happened to you on the border of Egypt and Gaza. Nothing like this would have happened to you on the border of Israel and Gaza because it's more of a Western country. But look what happens when you go to a Muslim country and try to cross. Now, this next video is of two Palestinian protesters begging the Egyptian forces to go inside Gaza. Begging, going on their knees, crying. Let's take a look.
They are hearing me. This man is wearing a Palestinian ring. They are all Muslim. This is a genocide of a Muslim people by Zionists.
They can't hear you. They can't hear you. They're not hearing you. They can't hear you.
Please.
They can't hear you. I'm sorry.
I'm a nurse. I saw them shooting people in refugee camps.
They are waiting for orders and that's it.
I know.
They can't hear you.
But they don't have to follow the orders.
No, they are
They
following.
can allow us to stand
They
for
say
Palestine.
they are saying that they don't have choice. Like they don't
You
have
do
another
have a choice. You're humans. We're here for humanity. You are part of humanity. You are my brother. In Islam, you are my brother.
Are you Muslim?
Please, I had them saw them shooting pregnant women. Muslim women. These people aren't Muslims that are doing this. They're Zionists. They're not Jewish. Please.
What is he expecting? They'll keep rejecting your ideas. They'll keep rejecting your ideology. What don't you get? I'm happy this thing happened, honestly.
I stand for Islam. I stand for the people of Palestine. I'm a nurse and I'm a pacifist. I've come here out of love for my brother, my human brothers. I'm a nurse. I saw them shooting women. I saw them shooting children. Have you ever heard a starving child cry. Have you ever heard an Arabic woman trying to breastfeed her flaccid child as it dies and her breasts are empty because she's been starved?
60 people died from starvation since the beginning of the war between Israel and Gaza. 60 people in Gaza alone. So this guy is absolutely full of shit. Absolutely full of shit. He's a liberal who knows nothing. All he knows is to follow the tweets on X and just believe them. That's all he knows. Why would he know anything else?
Please. I can't explain to you the horror. I can't explain to you the smell of starving babies. Kalb, where is your heart? Where is your heart? I believe that the people of the Arabic nations have a white heart.
What? Oh my God. And also another thing he doesn't know, he doesn't understand. These people from Egypt don't care about the Palestinians. They don't. They just hate the Jews. But you know what they hate as well? Your ideas. Your Western ideas. They never liked them. They never will.
I believe you are good people. They are starving children. I tried to feed these children and they shot at me. For love, for humanity.
For love. How does he dare, this dude? Israel and America set up aid distribution centers to make sure that the aid goes to the civilians and not Hamas. And Hamas shoots people and kills them to prevent them from going to the humanitarian aid centers, to the distribution centers. How dare he? How dare he?
For Islam, stand with your Islamic peoples. Please stand with your Islamic brothers and sisters. They welcomed me into their heart. I paid to go there as a nurse. They beat me in the desert for feeding starving Islamic children.
This dude is a nutcase. Nutcase. The only people starving civilians in Gaza is Hamas. The only people charging ridiculous prices for things in Gaza are Hamas, not Israel. If you truly care about your Islamic brothers and sisters, why don't you go to their Islamic leaders, Hamas, and talk to them?
Where is your qalb? Where is your heart? For the love of life and for the love of humanity. They're babies and women. The women are trying to feed their dying babies and their breasts are empty. Do you know what that smells like? Do you know what that sounds like? For humanity and for love, stand with your brothers and sisters in Palestine. I have never seen or experienced anything like it, please. I beg you, I'll go onto my knees and I will beg you for these people. I'm a proud man and I'm a nurse. I've paid to go to Palestine myself. I've had babies die in my arms. They shot pregnant women in front of me. For the love of humanity and for the love of Islam, please don't do this. Allow us to march to Gaza. We're peaceful people, we're good people. We're Muslims, we're Christians, we're atheists, we're Jews. We are humanity. We are here for humanity. What are you here for? You don't have to do this. You don't have to follow the orders. Please, I'll go on my knees and I will beg you. Allow us to march to Palestine. Please, you've got to listen to me.
Wow, what a shocking video, shocking video. What did these people expect? And why is he trying to speak to their Muslim heart if Palestinians in Egypt are not treated well? An Egyptian mother cannot actually have citizenship for her children if her husband is Palestinian. Why? Because then he's settled. They don't want to settle the Palestinians, all of the Arab countries around. They don't have the same rights in Jordan. They don't have the same rights in Lebanon. They don't have the same rights in Syria. They're considered to be refugees all around the world, despite the fact that they live in places all around the world and that they are settled. But to keep this problem alive is the biggest goal for the Muslim countries. Now, I'm so happy this clash of ideas happened in Egypt. This teaches us so much about their ideas. These people coming from Europe with very specific ideas, thinking that Egypt is going to embrace them and let them march into Gaza, into their Muslim brothers and sisters. But then Egypt said, hell no, you're not going to go in. We're not going to let you. On the contrary, we're going to beat some of you. What did they think was going to happen? And all of the lies told by this guy that we shoot pregnant women, how dare he? How dare he? I served in the army. I served in the military. I know how moral my army is. Sometimes atrocities happen. They happen in every war. But to differentiate my army from different armies around the world and call us Zionist war criminals or all of this type of bullshit is unacceptable. Every country should be criticized. But if you start lying, that's demonizing and dehumanizing my country. And I'm not going to let that happen. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to support me financially, you can do so through Buy Me Coffee or Patreon down in the links in the description. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.